What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to part 7 of the Pentagon Challenge here on Football Manager 2013. So hopefully you guys are doing good. I've had a pretty good time so far at Beijing. I will get onto that very shortly, but first look at the league table as it stands. So we have managed to come back from being on 2 points after, I think it was 12 games. We're right back in it now. We are 2 points away from safety. We've still got to play Fujian in a game in our last 5 games of the season, and it's looking like we're really going to be battling there to stay up. Looking at the fixtures, I've played, I think, 8 games or so since the last commentary. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's been 8 games. So the last video I showed our first 8 games. Our second 8 games have gone pretty well. We got 3 wins, 1 draw and 4 losses, but the losses came against teams significantly better than us, so we really did well to kind of stand up against them and get the results we have when we have. So I'm not going to cover all these games because they're quite long, but the ones I am going to cover are the wins because, you know, they're important to see. So we'll start off with this one against who was this against? Holakia. Just say like a name that sounds slightly Chinese. No, this team was bottom of the league, so this was a real ding-dong battle. They're bottom of the league. I don't think they've won since like the first week or so of the season, so this was a game I was expected to win, going in away from home. All the new signings have linked up really well and did a good job, so we scored here right on the stroke of the second half of second half just starting. Ball's well worked by Ibanez. He links up with Alonso, and that's a really good assist by Ibanez for that goal, and that put us in really good stead. And then we followed it up with a second not long after, which then allowed me to play a lot more defensive, just sit back for the last kind of second half, and we defended really well as a unit. So it was a really good result in the end. It was good to see. And it was a really important win. It raised morale again. When you're in a relegation battle like this, winning your players over, especially as you come in halfway through, is really important. Making sure that you time team meetings properly is really important as well, in kind of, raising morale by getting all the players to rally together. So it seems to all be clicking here. Admittedly, we are 2 points away from safety with 5 games left, but our current form's been pretty decent. And as you see, that was another really well worked goal right from the back. We gained possession and we worked the ball well. So that was that 2-0 win. We then immediately went to Baxi, who are 5th or 6th in the league. So they're up there, and we won 1-0 away from home. So another good result for us. It was against the run of play, but as I said, we've been playing a counter-attacking style, so it's kind of expected for us to win games like this. But the players have been performing really well under kind of all the pressure that we're under to stay up. A lot of players have come in with avoid relegation bonuses that I signed in June. So they're coming in, they've got a real incentive to play for some extra money, and overall I'm really happy with the team, and I feel as if with 5 games left we should stay up if we can win our games that we should win and results go our way elsewhere. Obviously we can only keep winning. If we win every one of our last games, no matter what, we will be safe. Obviously I'm not expecting to win the last 5 games, but if we can do something close to that, it'll be good. But anyway, this was just a Route 1 football, straight from the straight from the goal kick. Ibanez, ball comes to him, and he's a really fast player, and he's able just to latch onto that and get us a smash and grab goal. Which, it's not sexy football, and it's not the football I'd normally endorse, but we are bottom of the 2nd division of China. So, it was a good goal nevertheless. Moving on with other fixtures, of these other games, we went to Dalian, who are 2nd in the league, and we lost 2-1 away, 2-3 away, or 3-2 rather. We lost 3-2 away, but the players played really well in here as well. We went 3-0 down, and I decided just to, throw people up. And in the end, we did get 2 back, which is good to see. It shows some good fighting spirit. The stats in this game were a lot better balanced than some of the other games we've played, and we did stand up to them quite well in the second half when we started playing more aggressively. So anyway, they scored within 2 minutes of the game kicking off, and I was thinking, oh gosh, here we go. Team who was 2nd in the league, scoring against us. It's not the best start to the game. And we were 3-0 down at half-time, which is really disappointing. And when you're at the bottom of the league, it can be really hard to stop that 3-0 game finishing like 7 or 8-0 because your players' heads just drop. But an inspirational team talk of half-time of sorts. It wasn't enough to see us get right back into the game, but 3-2 is a respectable score against a team who I'm pretty certain will get promoted this year. Another, I guess, disappointing thing about this all was the fact that one of our goals that we conceded was an own goal, which is less than ideal. I think this is the own goal coming up here. They hit us on the break. Ball's given away sillily by our centre-backs. They just kind of work the ball into the area and it just gets headed in at the near post by our centre-back, Lanley. So that was a little bit disappointing. And then right before half-time, they had a good spell of possession. They worked the ball well here, as you'll see. We're trying to play it out from the back with our direct style. They get the ball here. Really quick play, passing it around the back of their defence. And they just work the ball in. It's a really nice passing move by them. They've got a lot better quality in terms of, I guess, creative players. That's one problem we've got with my team, is the fact that... I didn't remember the goal going in like that. But no, one problem we're having, especially against the better oppositions, is our centre mids really lack any quality on the ball. But anyway, that was what happened there. Second half, we got a ball into the box here. We worked the ball fairly well out of our own half, playing to our strengths, which is a pacey counter-attack with our South American kind of strike force. And it's a tactic which is not particularly nice to watch, but it's working for us. You'll see here, good moving, pacey players just running up in support, and that's a 3 or 4 pass move right up the field to score the goal. And then we did get a final goal back right, I guess, as the game was coming to a close in the first minute of added time. This one was slightly better worked, if I remember correctly. We just kind of passed the ball around for a while, and in fact, I need to get closer to the highlight. So they have a throw in here. We're trying to really box them in here. You can see how we're playing very aggressively in terms of not giving them a lot of space. They're trying to work the short little balls. We win the ball in the centre, and then it's a very direct counter-attack, pass and move, work into the space, and it's a good finish in the end by Alba. But they were the wins. Well, that was the first loss we had. Well, not the first loss, the loss that we had that I felt as if it could have gone better. And then the final win that we had was against Chongqing, which was a 2-1 home win. It was a good result for us. We went 1-0 up, conceded, and then we managed to get a goal back to make it 2-1, and then from there we just held the fort for the rest of the game and steadied the ship. Again, looking at the stats, 50-50 possession, we didn't create a lot of chances, but those that we did create, we took. That's the important thing about being in this league. Perhaps a little fortunate to win. Alba getting his name on the score sheet again here. He's been a really good signing. He's been a fantastic kind of playmaker, deep line striker for us. He's not got the best kind of aerial stats, but he's a really technically gifted player, really good creative kind of outlet, especially up top for us, and he has the pace and composure and decent finishing to be able to bury chances when they fall to him. So he's been really important. We then went and it became 1-1 with a goal by them in the 52nd minute, and then we responded really well in the 66th minute with what is a standard goal by our standards. Poor free kick by them. We break very quickly. Alonso with the fantastic run, dancing in and out, and he scores. And that's pretty much been our general game tactic. That's Alonso up to 10 goals now, so he's doing a half decent job. Looking at goals, Alba's got 3 goals in 7 games. Alonso's got 10 goals in 26 games, which isn't too bad considering where we are in the league and what his stats were like when he came in. If I just list players by ability, all of these guys highlighted we signed during the transfer window, with the exception of Alonso. But just looking at their match performances, you can see they've all got high 6.9, 6.8s and 7s. That's been really important for us. Ibanez has been another good signing. He's had a little time out of injury, but he's coming back now. He's been performing really well for the team. He's already got a goal on his debut. And I feel as if we can stay up. Our team's in some decent form. We've been a little bit unlucky in our last few defeats, 2-1, 3-2, games we could have potentially won on another day. And going into the last 5 games of the season, I'm really optimistic for, I guess, what lies ahead. So that's pretty much what's going on, guys, here in the Chinese National League. The next update will be a kind of close a season thing, maybe the start of next season as well, kind of a slightly longer episode as we try and strengthen up the squad for the new year. But anyway, guys, don't want to ramble on for too long as always. Thank you for watching. It's been me, Jack, and I'm out. I'll talk to you in a bit.